So today I have a guest. His name is Grady. And Grady, can you share about yourself? What do you do and where are you located and whatever you want to share about yourself? So,
Oh, yeah. Hello, my name's Grady. I'm the AKA Raging Cajun. I'm here in Austin, Texas, the big city of Texas. I'm a native Austinite here. As you call me, a unicorn. I been in the automotive collision repair business for many, many years, probably about 25 years.
wow,
And I have an
fantastic.
independent shop. I love working with people. I'm not a big shop, so I get a lot of unique, different types of people to come to my shop because I really it's kind of a personal matter. We take care of the customer. We get to know the customer. We get to know what they do. We're really curious about the customer. Then the car comes. We fix the car after that. We take care of people.
All right.
Instead of just, you're not a number. So come the Roadrunner Body and Paint, Austin, Texas, and we'll take care of you like kid
Oh,
gloves.
okay. Did you hear that? So the people coming all over the United States to see you?
Well, we have all people from moving into Austin, so they're all different parts of Austin. They're all different people coming in the West Coast. So they don't actually travel from California to see me, but if they're living here in Austin, I get to meet so many diverse type of people, and we kind of like a mom and pop type feel.
We have a man, Grady. He's a business owner. I would like to ask you some interesting question because this channel about men and women. Let me start to asking you a question. Are you ready?
Sure.
Well, now we are working with the Russian women, Russian-speaking women, actually. You
Yeah.
cannot say they are Russian, but they are from Soviet Union. And we all speak Russian language, but we are different with different nationality. We look different, we have different culture, but at the same time, we have something in common. And yesterday I was speaking with one of the girl from Russia, and I asked. She was really curious about to find a guy, man from America, and I said, "Do you know they are different like we are?" She say, "I guess, but is I think which guys do you really attracted to, or which part of the United States you will see?" She say, "No, no, not I mean, any place but not Texas. Texas." I say, "Why?" She said, "Because they're all cowboy and they have like their place is a little ranch. I don't want to live in a ranch." Yes,
Well,
and that's why I just want to ask you if you can say this is true or not, and what's the difference between American men?
well, there's a big United States with a lot of states, and Texas is one of the 50. And we do have a lot of land. There's a big cities: Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, and then you have the South, Brownsville. You got Amarillo, but there is on the rural areas there are ranches and smaller towns, but the big cities are really outgoing, and you get all different types of people living in the cities of Texas. So they may not just be from Texas like me. I'm a unicorn, so I was born and raised here uh,
Uh-huh.
in Austin. So I'm a rare breed, but I'm still here, and I live in the city, and I do like the rural areas of Texas because you get to see all the vast array of all the animals and the like the cattle, horses, and lambs, goats, and all that stuff the ranchers have. And there's still a lot of working ranches here in Texas. So,
Okay.
but yeah, Texas is a place to be. I mean, I'll put a plug in for the cities. You can have the city life or the country life, either way.
Okay. I mean, since I am from also, I'm Russian speaking from Uzbekistan. Yes, and this is what I see the difference between men from I used to live in New York and then I moved to Houston, then I come back to Pennsylvania. So I see the different type of men in each area. For example, if when I went to Houston, I used to live there, men is like more conservative, but they are more very polite, very respectful, and they are actually um acting the same way as a man from my country, from Russia. In in New York, they are more independent. Like a lot of men, they are not married, they don't have family, they are not family orientated. And also another thing is accent. Like when you talk, I can hear like, oh, you're Texan man. From New York, they have,
Texas.
uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So interesting. I have a question. Are you interested in Russian women?
I've always been curious about Russian women. I have this vision of them in winter clothes, and it's cold, and it's like wow, it's like and the way they talk is the language is so like unique to our language, and it's like very sexy.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I'm real curious of Russian women. I have always had that like fantasy.
Okay, fantasy is
It's
good.
like wow,
So
it's
for you, it sounds like sexy, but
really
some
sexy.
people say it's a very harsh, or sometimes they are
Oh,
like look like they're fighting or something when they talk.
oh, they are. Oh, yeah, kind of talking real fast and like, yeah. It's just like because when we talk, we barely get a word out. In Texas here, it take a long time. So yeah, I'm real curious about that. It's just to meet different and to learn the different
Probably,
cultures of different people.
probably you like tough girls, huh?
Tough girls. Ooh,
Okay. So Russian
yeah,
girls, they are
take
tough. I
care of
know
you,
that.
huh?
But most of the girls, women, they are very family orientated. They love to have a family. They love to have a children. They take care of their man. That is our culture. Not
Oh,
everybody, but the most of women, that's how we raised. But sometimes they choose the not the right person for the marriage, because
oh,
not many people explain about that, not in the school, not in the in any places, because the main idea. And by the way, women and men, they're married very young in my
oh,
country, especially when they're 19, 20,
really that
22.
young?
It's
Wow, that's
very
young.
young. That's the difference. because
Wow,
because if you will marry 21 or 22, you are already not good for marriage. You are too old. This is so
really?
but it's so interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is it still that way? Is it still that?
Some place, yes, but not that much. When they divorce, then women with child will be, oh, you are, that's it. Nobody needs you, or that's
Oh,
very
really?
painful, but it's not true either. I know in
Mhm.
America that's okay. And even some men are real looking for the man, a women with child, because, okay, so she can love, she can take care of something like that. I don't know if it's true or not.
Sure,
Right.
yeah, yeah. Nurturing, yeah. They're more nurturing if they have children. Yeah, I can see that.
But I have another very interesting question.
Sure.
What is the beauty, women beauty for you? How do you see who is beautiful women for you?
Well, beautiful women for me are, you know, versus, we have similar interests in communications. Just what I mean is like you can carry on a conversation and it's a good dialogue. And I
Blah
mean,
blah blah. Grady, what
blah,
is
blah,
you
blah.
are talking? You are not talking about beauty. You're talking like what is really you looking for? Okay, tell
Oh,
be honest, please.
oh, okay, okay.
Come on.
Let's see here.
I mean, I
Well,
agree with that.
really pretty ladies, tall, slender, sexy, that are sweet and loving and kind.
Okay, good.
So
Now you're talking.
yeah, yeah,
What about
yeah.
what when you said sexy? What does it mean for you, sexy? Because
Well, just
everybody sees
really just
differently.
kind of flirty, kind of really just mysterious, just have a little smirk on her face, just really sweet women that are not mean, they're real sweet natured, good hearted,
Okay.
and just that will take care of you, that will take care of you, nurture you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That sounds like a real sweet thing. That's what I like.
Okay. Good.
Yeah,
That-
just
That's good.
cuddlers. That's what I like, cuddlers.
Cuddlers. Okay. So
Cuddlers,
you like
yeah.
to you're touching.
I,
You like touching.
I like,
Okay.
yeah, a lot of massage, a lot of touch, a lot of
Okay.
cuddling. Yeah.
I know you are good. You do very good massage too, right? I heard somewhere.
Oh, well, thank you. Wow. I love
Okay, that's
massage. I
very
love
interesting.
massage. Relaxing.
Okay, relaxing. Okay. So how women look, is that important for the men or not? Maybe this is like a little strange question, but I'm just
I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, naturally looks are gonna be attractive. The first look or the attractiveness of the lady does that takes care of herself.
uh-huh.
It's, possibly, that's pretty good shape, really takes care of her body. Yeah, that's important. I mean, it's not everything, but it's I want somebody that's that's just maybe athletic a little bit and likes to move around and have fun,
Uh-huh.
dance,
Oh,
salsa
oh,
dance,
dance. Uh-huh. I love dance, by the way.
Tejano dance, country and western dance, and all that stuff.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah,
So you like more active women who like to, enjoy dance, to
yeah.
be going. And I think you love to hunt, right? Are you a hunter?
Well, in the past I have. Yeah, I love to hunt. And sometimes I outdoorsy type of ladies that like to be in the outdoors and the fresh air, skiing. I like to snow ski. Now, beach too. We have a lot of beaches here in Texas.
Oh, really? Not in
Yeah,
Houston. I didn't like Galveston, but I didn't like much that place.
more south of there.
So many guys, they are not married, especially in New York area. What are you guys looking for? And you will be ready to marry any woman, doesn't matter, Russian or any woman. What should happen? It's just a little secret, but maybe not a lot. But I'm just saying, uh, why I'm saying that women say, hey, no, they are not ready. They don't want to marry because they're afraid. Some people say they're afraid to lose money. Some people say, oh, women just about going after money. If I don't have money, they are not interested. Something like that. I don't know.
Mhm.
What could be big reason to be ready to marry? Like even if you was married, maybe you divorce and then you decide or never
Wow.
decide.
Well, as an just a lot of just that's yeah. That's one. That's a good question. Uh well, to marry would be maybe her values or just her what she's her beliefs possibly. I mean, I just yeah, that's a good question. It's like what would to get married right away? Is this good family, maybe traditions, or just really I just look for people that are really kind hearted, that are real nurturing. That's what I kind of going back to what we talked about earlier. I don't want to argue every day with somebody. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
don't. I want to be. I want to have a sweet temperament, and
Uh-huh. Okay. So she should
yeah,
not argue.
no
She
arguing.
Mhm. Because some people their thing is it is very interesting and we have to argue, especially Russian women. Actually, we love to
Like,
argue.
really?
Yeah.
What
For
like
some
you
reason.
like to get your point across and just and
I don't know.
we yield a lot and listen. We don't argue back, do we?
I mean,
uh,
nothing. Arguing is it doesn't work very well. Maybe for fun, yes, but for argue, it doesn't work for me. So that's why I relearning that because I used to argue. I used to fight. I used to like explaining, oh, I'm right. I
uh-huh,
try to explain why I'm right.
uh-huh,
But then, we are on the stage university. Like I just
uh-huh.
learned since then, like when I start learning that communication tools, I really realized that it doesn't make sense. It's like, yeah, you
Well, me
are right
too.
and I'm right. So we are
Me too.
all happy.
Me too. I would love that. My past two partnerships and marriages were, we did argue a lot. That's all I knew is to argue, and you see what happened. It dissolved everything. But yeah, it's I didn't know the techniques that I do now with Sage, with the yielding and the feedback and just sweetness that they teach us. And so, yeah, I mean, I agree. When I think a lot of people still in America or anywhere where we still like the whole argument thing. We have to be right, we have to be right or something.
In my country, in our culture, usually now it's not like that, like lately, like 20, 30 years, but usually women were staying at home, take care of the kids. So they was taking care of the house, and they was cooking, taking, waiting man, and they all was happy. But I know for many women who is here, they say they have to, as a partner, to pay the same bill. And for many women from my country, is very strange. They don't, how to say, we have different type of women, let me say that. Somebody want to have their business, they want to do something, but it's not about taking care of the family, but it's just for taking care of, just having fun, what they love to do. If the women will sit at home, is it okay, or she need to work and bring some money too?
Well, I mean, the tradition going back was mainly similar to what you were talking about in Russia, where the women would raise the children, stay at home, and take care of the family and cook and clean and stuff. But it is kind of gone back where the kid goes to the daycare and then the wife does work. But I do see a lot of, in my opinion, I see a lot of pressure there because it's like, well, it's sweeter to have the woman at home when she comes home and greets you. It's kind of like Ozzie and Harriet thing, and
Yeah.
it's like wow, that would maybe that's coming back now, because it's just so sweet to maybe to have that again, that we've
Uh-huh.
had where the women went to work in the 80s and 90s, and now maybe at 20 or 30 years later, it could go back the other way. That's a sweet thing where people, because you can make it. I think it's possible. It's just help pay the bills. There's all kinds of things now on the internet you can do at home
Usually men is always was, as a providers, and
as a
women as
provider, a
nurturing.
breadwinner. Yes.
But the same time, if how I see, I'm not crazy about like, yeah, I want to make like million and billion. No, I'm rather to have a man who will make a big money or whatever, he's just
Yeah.
earning money. But for me, if I will have some business, maybe my hobby or whatever, it will bring me the joy, so I can do it, so I can combine with both, like having my
Yes.
business, but it's not about taking care because I need to pay the bill for the, for
Yes.
the
Yes.
house or mortgage. No, just for fun. We
Yeah.
have a joke in Russian, is like your money is our money and my money is my money,
It's my
something.
man. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I think you
Yes.
have the same, right? Maybe I can use that money for the beauty, or to go somewhere, or traveling, on buying some clothes, or some
Yeah.
beautiful stuff. But it's not about, hey, I need to work, so I have to pay a bill. That's really heavy.
That is a heavy.
I don't know
That's really heavy.
why people looking for each other, like a partners, a men and women.
Well, I just think that you can have you say a hobby or have a game where you're
Yeah,
curious about a game, either financial
game.
game or a hobby that you're curious to have and you want to have a partner to do that with. That seems
Yeah, it
that
can take
seems
a
the
different
ultimate.
level, right?
Yeah, yeah. Where instead of just paying a bill and living and just spending everything you have, and I don't know, it's like where you want to be in sync.
So
That's
women in her pleasure, so then
mm,
everything will attract, and man will be
yeah,
the happiest person, just giving what she needs. Then she will be like, woo, yes. Then you will be in a different level too, because your woman is really in happy, so she
yeah,
getting what she wants.
yes.
Yeah.
And that's what Ukrainian and Russian women they like that? Is
I
that what
think
they
it's
like?
any woman like that, doesn't
Yes,
matter
yes,
where they're
yeah,
from.
yes, true. You're right.
What I see, if women, even here in Russia, like the nowadays, if women can make a very good money. They can be really tough. They can make good money, but at the same time, they cannot have a partnership with men because they are competing with each other.
Uh,
So what we are actually showing in the Sage University in our seminar, how we can, as a women, use our feminine way of power to move money, not like a man, like masculine way, but feminine way. We can
yes.
do a lot of, like much more than we do right now and nowadays.
Uh-huh.
So that is the
Yeah.
key for the communication tools too.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Great.
we don't even know our power. We don't know, but we have. Sorry, but we have. You have a strength, we have a power, okay?
Yes.
We
Yes.
don't just know, we don't know yet. Not many people know. So, okay,
Uh,
thank you. Thank you
wow. Yeah. Thank you
for
for
sharing.
all those good, great questions. Absolutely. And come to Texas. The place
Okay,
to be. The
so
Lone Star State is what we call it. The Lone Star
okay.
State.
I hope it will be very helpful for some other guys, girls to hear this. And if
Yeah.
you interested to watch, just keep watching and subscribe, please. And
Yes.
I'll have another very interesting question, but not today, because my plan to interview guys, men from different states in a part of United States and a different type of men and women too. I will ask women to also. So it will be very interesting journey. Thank you,
Ah, that's
Grady.
great.